All right. So the next movie we'll be enjoying shouldn't be hard. It's a Pixar movie, Brave. Um, let's jump right in.
It might be hard for some of us to watch it because some of us don't have as much guts as other ones. Might be a foreign.
It take a lot of courage to get me into the movie theater.
Might be a foreign concept. I don't get it. Why is she so brave?
Let me ask you guys this: has there been a really bad Pixar movie yet?
People would say Cars.
Yeah, that's because people hate cars because it's a planet of
But
cars.
I don't know.
Where,
I actually never saw Cars, but I assume that I probably wouldn't like it very much.
dude, I see cars every day. He's on tonight.
I prefer the sequel, Public Transportation.
Yeah,
He's off tonight.
I like the sequel.
Listen, Cars
Electric.
I thought Brian, I think you'd like Cars.
Cars is stupid.
You like Cars, Matt?
Yeah, Cars is great.
No, I like Cars a lot for different reasons. I like the
structure of the story, kind of like the Doc Hollywood. This guy gets stranded in a small town and he ends up, falling in love with it. I thought that was a cool story.
Sounds a lot like That's My Boy. But anyways, I don't like the Cars story. I don't know. Cars are hard to care about. You know what I mean?
People like Cars because it had Larry the Cable Guy. That's why people don't like Cars.
No, because he had his own spin-off that was like Lock Tomato. It was a short. No, people don't like Cars because it was too weird. Cars being people, we haven't seen it a lot. It's like there's too many questions. How do they do it? You know what I mean?
They didn't answer that?
No.
Manufactured in factories.
I know, but it's like
Who manufactures the cars?
little smaller cars. It goes back to the Transformers problem. Who made the Transformers? Bro. No, but that's not, I think that really that's what it is like a universe of cars.
I think that this movie Cars, that thousands of little kids maybe little kids can get past it because they haven't learned all the rules. But adults are like, what? Cars? How do they kiss?
Yeah. And the thing is, I think I liked it because in the little kid sense, I thought the cars looked cool and I liked the renderings and I thought everything was super impressive. It took them, some frames took months to render, one frame.
Yeah, Cars came out while you were in
Yeah.
animation school, so maybe you could probably knock it down a few pegs.
Yeah.
You thought a little more of it than maybe you should have.
I respected it a lot
Yeah.
as a film.
I think Cars is on par with all the other Pixar movies. I think it's just as good, and that's why I'm excited to see Brave, because they just make quality movies. Up, WALL-E, A Bug's Life, going all the way back to the first Toy Story.
Finding Nemo.
Yeah. And everyone thinks oh, it's about the computer animation. No, they just tell really good stories.
But you know what's interesting is Andrew Stanton. The he's a writer director of a lot of them, but he also did what was it? John Carter.
Yeah.
And man, it just was totally flat. It flopped.
Yeah, so maybe it is part of the animation. Maybe that allows them to tell the stories that they want to tell, as opposed to live action. They're a little more limited in
I think it's
their
because
options.
they spend so long on the animation. You can still tweak the story and stuff while you're making the models and doing all this shit. And they had so long to tweak the stories and work with the stories of Cars, Finding Nemo, all that shit. John Carter.
Commit more to story when you're rendering animation and stuff, whereas you can do reshoots a little bit easier, I would think, in real life than you would have to do it in animation.
No, wrong.
So Brave has a female protagonist, which is
The first.
yeah. Do you guys think that that's gonna hinder the movie at all, or?
If she's a strong, intelligent woman, no one's gonna buy it. It's gonna be like the Cars thing. But if she's, real passive, then yeah.
Long history of Disney feminine protagonists that, I don't know. I think that's what the story's about, is that she's this Scottish princess that doesn't really want to follow the rules.
I can relate to that. Quite a lot, eh?
I don't know. Some, maybe some younger boys are a little more apprehensive about going and seeing a movie with
I don't think so.
Protagonist. I don't know.
I don't think so. I think all that shit. I think all the ailments that we still have, lingering from our parents. I think the younger kids, man.
Yeah, I saw a little kid the other day with like a pink guitar that his parents had just bought him. He was so pumped.
Yeah.
It was a little girl pink guitar. He didn't care.
You know,
Did not.
I think this is. I'm so glad we're talking about this because have you guys heard of this? Bronies, guys who like My Little Pony.
Oh yeah, I have.
What? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What is that about?
I've heard the phrase and I've heard what they talk about, but I don't know anything.
They have like
it.
conventions and stuff, and like, I mean, I watched it too. I liked Rainbow Bright and stuff. There's only like 5 cartoons. I didn't like it. Okay, I had a crush on Rainbow Bright.
What's
what were we
Rainbow
talking
Bright?
about?
Is that a My Little Pony?
It,
story?
about it.
It was like the same type of. It was like My Little Pony was on right after.
Oh.
It was
I
like
watched Care Bears. Is that the same?
yeah, it was like Care Bears. No, that's
Care Bears is
cool.
a little less
Yeah.
gender specific than My Little Pony, but still, I wouldn't go telling everybody on like a blog about it.
I'm starting a forum.
I know, but that's what's weird. Is there a new cartoon of My Little Pony? Is it the old My Little Pony? I just heard this today at work.
I don't know.
I didn't want to Google it like on the work computer. I was like kind of like, is it a sexual? I don't know anything about it.
Maybe they're all furries.
Oh yeah, remember that furries website?
No.
Me neither.
You guys excited about Brave?
I am.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
The prequel to the Mel Gibson movie.
Ransom.
Yeah.
The Brave Triot. No, it's been a while since the Pixar movie came out. Pretty excited. What was the last one? Wall-E?
Cars 2, actually.
Yeah, it wasn't just.
I
last
told you
year.
we're not counting Cars.
But don't they come out with one every year, right?
I
mean,
guess,
it's just,
yeah.
Yeah, it's whatever was last year. I don't know what it was.
Cars 2.
Cars 2. That was really the most recent one.
They just changed a section of Disney World to be Cars themed. Like, it's so popular. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Well, I
it's
didn't say it was unpopular. I just said maybe it was the one that people who love Pixar movies would say is not up to par. But I mean, it's also the only one they've made the sequel to, so I guess that says something.
Toy Story.
Right.
Toy Story
That's
3,
true.
yeah.
Wall-E 2.
Wall-E 2, Electric Boogaloo.
For a minute, Ryan had a glimmer of hope in his eye, like they had actually made a Wall-E 2.
No, I just can't believe I forgot about Toy Story when I said that was the only
It's
sequel.
only one of the biggest animated films of all time, but don't worry, a lot of people forget it.
To A Bug's Life. I think A Bug's Life is probably still one of my favorites.
The main ant reminded me of you. Mainly because of the penis size, but also his virtues.
All
Katie!
right. Thanks for watching.